Hi, it's Paula Canal here from Canal Crafting, and today I'm going to show you how to make the Perpetual Calendar birthday calendar box that I showed on my blog. So we're going to start off with the envelope punch board and a piece of cardstock that is 20.9 centimetres square. Now the first punch we're going to do is going to be at 3.5 centimetres, so 3.5. Now, unfortunately, it's going to take the score line just off the board. So what I need to do is move it across to the scoreboard, line up the line in one of the creases there, and then just draw it down all the way. Then the next score just follows on from the score line on the previous one, and you go all the way around. Again, we're off the edge, so I need to go to my scoreboard. Then return again, and the next score line is going to be at 12 centimetres. So just there. Score. Now we need some scissors, and we're going to cut this line here, this line here, this line here, and this line here to make the flaps to make the box. Then we need to fold along the score lines. And there's a little excess here we're just going to trim off. Next, sticky strip. Then stick it all down. And there's the base. Then we need to move on to the top, and for this we need a piece of patterned paper or cardstock that is 23.3 centimetres square, and our first punch is going to be at 3.6. Again, we need to move over to the scoreboard. Then we punch. The next one is at 14.2 centimetres. So obviously our scoreboard doesn't go to that size. So we need our ruler. So we need to get a ruler here and line it up on the 3 centimetre mark. And we know we want 14.2, so I actually need 11.2 on my ruler. So that is about there. So what we need to do now is to again fold the score lines, then trim again. Then again we need to add some sticky strip. Now we stick it all together exactly as we did before. And there we have the lid. Now we need to make the cards. There's some of these I've already stamped, and you'll notice that I start from right to left so that you can see the first letter of each month along the top there. So I've done those, and I'm just going to do November's and December's for you. So this card is 10 centimetres by 11 centimetres. And to punch the right sizes for each one, you, on the first card, you do punch at 11 and then at 6. Then the next one at 10 and 5, then 9 and 4, then 8 and 3, and then this one is going to be at 7 and 2, and the next one is going to be at 6 and 1. Then we're going to use the trimmer to trim off the excess. A little bit short there. And we have November and December's there. So I'm using Bermuda Bay ink, and so for November then these are photopolymer stamps, so they're really easy to line up. And there are a number of different designs in this set. I'm going to use Calypso Coral with a sort of splotch for November. There we go. And I'm using Marina Mist and the Snowflake for December. So these will now slot nicely in behind here. So we have all 12 months. And then we put these into our box. There we go. Now to decorate the box, I started off with some flowers that I stamped using the flower shop, and what I've done is I've actually snipped each flower all the way to the actual centre part. So I'm going to do that with the 5th one here. So it's just a little snip to separate out the leaves. Then on the first flower I'm going to use a pencil and I'm going to wrap each petal round a pencil and curve it upwards. So now we can curl all of those up towards the middle, like so. Then the other 3, I'm just going to get a bone folder and just curl up the edges of the first 2 quite a long way. And the last one I'm going to leave flat. So the 2 with the very slightly curled petals, I'm going to put a dab of Tombow in there and overlap, dab of Tombow there and overlap, and a dab of Tombow in the middle again and overlap. There we go. So that's the start of the flower. I don't know if you can see that there. Next, I've actually cut out using my Big Shot and the Flower Frenzy die, which is that one there, some leaves, and I've cut them out twice, once with just plain cardstock and once with silver glimmer paper, and that is going to stick on the front here. So I just need to snip off that there, then add Tombow, you don't actually need very much Tombow, it really sticks fantastically well. So pop that like so. Ooh, says she, pulling it off. It's because I've got some adhesive on my hands. Then I'm going to put a big dollop just there to stick my flower onto. Then I'm going to use some of the thick baker's twine in in Coastal Cabana. Goodness me, I'm forgetting things today. So 1, 2, 3. And there we have our completed box.